Out on a dusty veld where the rumors run wild, folks scrolling their phones, getting all riled. Fake news creeping in like a jackal at night, misinformation howling under the moonlight. But don't you worry, partner, don't lose no sleep, 'cause there's a crew on the job digging down deep. Never fear, News 24 is here. Fact checkers riding herd 24/7, my dear. Running down the fakes hour after hour, dogged and determined they got the power. When in doubt, turn to South Africa's best premier truth seekers. They never rest, rooting out the truth time after time. Never fear, News 24 is here. Latest big scoop took them down to the mother city, Cape Town calling, where the ocean's so pretty. Video going viral, baboons in a pool, splashing and frolicking, breaking every rule. Is it A? No, that can't be real. Folks scratching their heads, baboons don't feel like swimming laps in some fancy backyard, but they called in the experts, tech wizards on guard. Scientists, videographers working overtime, and wouldn't you know it, the clip's genuine prime. Them Jackma fellas really do take a dip in Cape Town swimming pools, yep, that's the tip. Never fear, News 24 is here. Fact checkers on the case, crystal clear. Running down the fake, the myths and the diss. They never stop hunting, nothing they miss. When in doubt, turn to the premier crew. South Africa's watchdog, seeing it through. Rooting out the truth time after time. Never fear, News 24 is here. Now that the baboon mystery's all cleared up nice, they'll move right along. No need for advice, no time to dig into that. Oh, follow the tale, or ask the ANC boys why they wail and wail about Trump's refugee plan being so racist. You see, when it opens the door for minorities free, now they'll keep chasing shadows that don't need a chase, while bigger stories sit right there and plays. Never fear, News 24 is here. Fact checkers forever, loud and sincere. 24/7, they're on the beat, guarding the truth in the digital heat. When in doubt, just give them a call. They'll prove the baboons are having a ball, rooting out the truth time after time. Never fear, News 24 is here. Never fear. Yeah, never fear, them baboons are real. And the fact checkers, well, they're keeping it real, or something like that. Sing it with a grin and a drawl, perfect for a campfire or a pickup truck radio.
Good evening, folks. Welcome back to the program. This is Chris live in central Pennsylvania. I've just returned from Maryland. And yeah, the tulips are blooming, baby. Yeah. 1, 2, 3 popped out already. They're coming. The pink one's a little slow over here, but the purple ones are moving. Welcome back to the program. That was News 24 is here. Never fear. The fact checkers are on the scene, busy checking about whether baboons are playing in the swimming pools, but not about what the U.S. refugee program is all about. Too busy reporting fake news and lies, as they've been doing for the better part of a year. Welcome back to the program. Let me do a quick sound check here for the better part. It sounds pretty good, although my voice doesn't sound so great. Welcome, Vodka Model, and everyone else is here. So, would you like to hear a song I just wrote? I just did one, and then we'll talk about the Maryland refugee situation, give some people a chance to join us here. So I just crafted a song. I wrote the lyrics. Suno revamped everything. It wouldn't let me create. It took me a few minutes to sort it out, but I've just created 2 new songs. Okay, so this is my song about cultural genocide. It's a reggae version. Let's see how it goes. One's 3 minutes, 51 seconds. We'll see how it sounds, and then we'll try the other one. Here we go. Oh yeah, good start. You know I love the reggae.
In 1994, we rise up in the sun, walking side by side, say the battle just begun. Madiba lead the way with the vision so clear, unity the anthem, hope replacing fear. From the townships to the cities, hear the people sing, freedom in the air like a new day spring. Black, white, brown, every voice in the choir, marching hand in hand, lift the nation higher. One love, one heart, that was the plan. Build a better future for a woman and man. But somewhere down the road, the fire turned cold. Now the story gets heavy, truth must be told. Truth must be told. Along the way, shadows started creeping in. Old ghosts of division stirring up the wind. Voices full of anger, hearts full of blame, pointing fingers hard, playing power games. Promises got twisted, justice lost its way. Truth got buried deeper with every passing day. Youth of the nation feel the pressure and the strain. Born free generation carrying the pain. One love, one heart, that was the call. Now we see the cracks start to form in the wall. If we don't stand strong, if we don't unite, we gon' lose the vision in the dead of the night. One love, one heart, that was the call. Now we see the cracks start to form in the wall. If we don't stand strong, if we don't unite, we gon' lose the vision in the dead of the night. Yeah. Truth must be told. Mandela voice echoes, said work as one. No matter where you're from or the color you come. But decades later, still we fight the same fight. Truth in the shadow, hidden from the light. Culture get erased in the name of change. History rewritten, rearranged, strange. Language under pressure, identity denied. People feel forgotten, dignity pushed aside. Can't build a nation by tearing one down. Can't heal the land if you silence the sound. Every root matters in the soil we share. Justice ain't justice if it isn't fair. Schools and the streets feel the shift in the tone. Communities fractured, hearts turn to stone. Say it's for the future, say it's for the past, but division and resentment only ever last. We need reconciliation, not selective truth. Not another cycle stealing hope from the youth. If we forget the dream that once made us stand, we risk losing everything we built with our hands. One love, one heart, bring it back again. Let the healing start where the hatred ends. No more destruction in unity's name. We all got a place in this African flame. One love, truth must be told. Rise up together, don't let it fall apart. South Africa's future lives in every heart. Rise up together, don't let it fall apart. South Africa's future lives in every heart.
Alrighty. So what do you think of that one? What do you guys think of that one? Pretty good, huh? You like that one? I like it. I like it. Yeah, Vodka Model. I should release it out, but I've got a channel on YouTube, and I've got DJ Silver Eagle Topic on YouTube. Not that many subscribers, just 400 and some. Also, you can get my stuff on all the places you can stream, like Spotify, and you can buy it on Amazon. You can buy it if you want on Apple Store, iTunes. It's all there. That's not on Spotify. I'll have to put on Spotify. I literally wrote the lyrics for that, used Gemini to smooth it out a little bit, add a few more lines to it, and then ran it through Suno with a reggae beat. Okay, that's the first version. Here's the second version, a little bit longer. Let's see how this one goes. Something going on with Suno. My page had to reload. Sorry about that, folks. There we go. Here we go. Sorry about that.
in the air like a new day spring. Black, white, brown, every voice in the choir, marching hand in hand, lift the nation higher. One love, one heart, that was the plan. Build a better future for every woman and man. But somewhere down the road a fire turned cold. Now the story gets heavy, truth must be told. Along the way shadows started creeping in. Oh, ghosts of division stirring up the wind. Oh, voices full of anger, hearts full of blame, pointing fingers hard, playing power games. Promises got twisted, justice lost its way. Oh, truth got buried deeper with every passing day. Youth of the nation feel the pressure and the strain. Born free generation carrying the pain. Born free generation carrying the pain. Yeah. One love, one heart, that was the call. Now we see the cracks start to form in the wall. If we don't stand strong, if we don't unite, we gon' lose the vision in the dead of the night.
It's got a nice riff to it here. Now back to the lyrics.
Yeah, Mandela voice echoes say work as one. No matter where you're from or the color you come. But decades later still we fight the same fight. Truth in the shadow, hidden from the light. Culture get erased in the name of change. History written, rearranged is strange. Language under pressure, identity denied. People feel forgotten, dignity pushed aside. Can't build a nation by tearing one down. Can't heal the land if you silence the sound. Every root matters in the soul we share. Justice ain't justice if it isn't fair. Schools and the streets feel the shift in the tone. Communities fractured, hearts turn to stone. Say it's for the future, say it's for the past, but division and resentment only ever last. We need reconciliation, not selective truth. Not another cycle stealing hope from the youth. If we forget the dream that once made us stand, we risk losing everything we build with our hands. Or one love, one heart, bring it back again. Yeah, let the healing start where the hatred ends. No more destruction in unity's name. We all got a place in this African flame. Oh, yeah. Rise up together, don't let it fall apart. South Africa's future lives in every heart. Rise up together, don't let it fall apart. South Africa's future lives in every heart.
All right, what do you guys think? What do you think? That's about the cultural genocide of Afrikaans, if you didn't pick up on that. If you didn't pick up on that, that's about the cultural genocide of Afrikaans, wiping out one culture, one language, the names of cities, towns, places, and street names, as well as bodies of nature to accommodate a group of people who created nothing. That's not reconciliation. That's extermination, ladies and gentlemen. Not reconciliation. It's called extermination. Exterminating Afrikaans culture for the white, black, colored, and Indian South Africans who speak it as a mother tongue. Millions of South Africans under pressure, the extinction of their culture, their language, being robbed by people who create nothing but chaos. What do you think? Nobody's commenting, man. Okay, Charles said it's good. Okay. Yep. Yeah, both versions were good that time. I thought they're both good. Yeah, the second version had that kind of like, you know, it was a kind of, first one was a little zippier, but that second version, yeah. Yep. Yeah, so-called human dignity, right. Yep. Anyway. There's somebody who was here earlier that I was removing their content and I blocked them on the channel by mistake. I've restored them. And I haven't seen them chat. If they think they got taken off the channel, they didn't get taken off the channel. They wrote in all caps and I was deleting that. You know you can't write in all caps on my channel. That's reserved for my moderator extraordinaire, Hendo. No one else can write in all caps. Okay. So it was Me by the Sea. Me by the Sea says, goodbye, SA, you won't be missed. Okay, well, you were blocked for a moment there, Me by the Sea, but you've been restored. It was an error on my part. I've fixed it, okay? So you're still here. If you're still there, you can jump in the chat. Just don't write all caps. If you hadn't written all caps, then it would have been a mistake. Anyway. And Vodka Model says I should consider releasing an album. Skulk Lawrence. Hot cup of tea. How's it going? Mandy from Norway, what's going on? Where can we find these songs? Well, this one's not on Spotify yet, but you can find my other songs in there. Yep. It's okay, Me by the Sea. Just don't write all caps. I mistakenly blocked you on the channel. Fortunately, because there's a bunch of people blocked, I can't find it. It doesn't put in any order, sequential order when they block. I was able to go back and find the chat, and as the owner of the channel, I can unblock you. So I unblocked you. So yeah, just don't write all caps. That's only for Hendo. It's just a rule we have. You know, all caps is rude. Hendo doesn't have any manners. He's like a feral dog. We just can't control him. So we gave up trying to control Hendo years ago. I mean, he's out of control. You know, these Cape Colors, man, they get crazy. They're out of control. They just, so we learned to accept it. It's just Hendo. It's just Hendo, man. What can we do? I mean, the dude's a rock star, so what can we do? There's nothing we can do about it. I try to control him. I actually sent new medication over to try to get him under control. Had some Ritalin shipped to his house. It didn't work. We gave him some Xanax. That didn't work. The dude is hyper. His keyboard is locked. I've offered to buy him brand new keyboards. He refuses. His keyboard is from a 1992 AST PC computer, and the caps lock is broken. So there's not much we can do. It's just Hendo, man. To know him is to love him. To know him is to love Hendo. I'm just saying. All right. Yeah, he needs super chats for new uncapped keyboard. Yeah, but then he wouldn't be Hendo, would he? He wouldn't be Hendo anymore. Okay, guys, you're probably curious about Maryland, okay? Shall I talk about Maryland now? I just got back from Maryland, literally, and then in the morning I'm off to, I think people do love Hendo. And people love a lot of my moderators. Mad Max is another one. Arctic, not everybody loves Arctic, but most people love Arctic. Yeah, anyway. All right, so here's the deal. Actually, I need something to drink. Do you mind if I just go get something? I need some liquid. Give me a second. Let me get a water out of the fridge. I'll be right back. Okay, and I'll talk about the trip. Okay, first off, I met 25 South Africans. Good Lord! Who knew? Apparently there's 51 of them in this complex. 51 South Africans. They're jamming in like sardines. But there are some problems here, folks. There are some problems. I don't know what's going on with how they assign stuff, but I will report this to the Office of Refugee Resettlement. First off, I asked the question, did any of you, when you got your apartment that you're living in, were you told you had to sign a lease or you would be blacklisted? At least 2 South Africans raised their hand. From Teeter Family says, we were told we'd be blacklisted if we don't sign it right now. That's illegal, number one. So that will be reported to the Office of Refugee Resettlement. That's number one. They cannot do that to you. Here's the process. If you come here and they found an apartment for you and you don't think it's suitable, first off, they put you here when you arrive. They can't make you sign a lease. You just got here. You've traveled for a whole day. You're exhausted. You can't make a decision. So this is what I would consider under duress. Also, legally, some people have been hoodwinked. So that was signed under duress. Therefore, and a lawyer could probably have that thrown out. The lease isn't worth the paper it's printed on. Okay? I could be wrong about that legally. I'm not an attorney, so don't take legal advice from me. I'm just telling you that I know that that's not legal. You can't tell them. You're going to blacklist them. If an agency tries to blacklist refugee, they will be reported. And I will be reporting these case officers to the Office of Refugee Resettlement once I get the names of the case officers for doing that. Because you can't do that. They're forcing or sign or lose your support. That's illegal. Here's what should happen. If you come and they take you to a place you're like, I'm not staying here. There's cockroaches. The window's broken. The door doesn't lock. It's unsafe. I'm not going to stay here. They have to put you somewhere else. They'll put you in a hotel. What they'll tell you, they should tell you, is that we'll put you in a hotel, but that's going to run down your refugee benefits. You're going to have to find another place. We'll help you look for another place. But there's lazy and or incompetent or corrupt officials involved here. Not officials, but refugee representatives from the agencies. So 2 people raise their hand being blacklisted. That's not allowed. Now, also I discovered that 3 families who are related, but 3 separate cases are living in one apartment, 7 people or 9 in one apartment. I think it's 7. That's not necessarily bad. However, I discovered that an 11-year-old girl and a 15-year-old boy, or maybe I got it wrong, 14-year-old boy, are living in the same room. Or no, 11-year-old and a 16-year-old. No. That's not even legal. That is not legal. That is not legal. You cannot, under the law, put an 11-year-old girl and a teenage boy in the same room. And somebody said, well, they're family. It doesn't matter if they're family. You ever heard of incest? Okay, you cannot do that. Then I found out that a 38-year-old was sharing the bed with them. Bedroom. A 38-year-old, a 15-year-old or 16-year-old, and an 11-year-old girl. No. Nix, 9, and yet in the Bahnhof. When I tell OOR, they're going to blow a freaking cap. They are going to blow a cap. You cannot do that. That's not even allowed. Not even remotely. That's insane. Now, I didn't go and look at the bedroom and see if they're there. I'm taking these people at their word. Unbelievable. Next, one of the reasons I went down there was related to one of the refugees who had a wash machine in her living space. But that came about because the first refugee came there, was given an apartment, a 2-bedroom apartment by herself. She signed a lease. 15 pages, 18 pages. Okay, she's got a lease. Then they put another refugee whom she doesn't know in her apartment. And then they put her sister in the apartment. But there aren't 3 bedrooms. So the sister got 1 bedroom. The original inhabitant had 1 bedroom. And then the other sister got a bed put in the living room across from where the washing machine is in the closet. Now, there's some confusion. It turns out that I don't think there was bad communication between the occupants of the place, which is understandable. They don't know each other. So I believe, if I understand correctly, what happened is that the original occupant had allowed a family of South Africans living there to come over anytime they wanted and do their laundry there, because they didn't have to pay for a laundry machine, which is cheap there, but it's a lot, but still expensive. Half the price what it costs here to do laundry. Anyway, so that other woman didn't know about it, and suddenly people were in her apartment doing laundry, so that created some of that. But that should not be happening. You cannot put those refugees in her apartment without her consent. They just put them in her apartment. Who the hell? It's not a frat house. It's not a sorority house. You can't just jam people in there like sardines. This is a problem. This will be reported to the Office of Refugee Resettlement. This is insanity. Insanity. Now, what I have to say is that all the South Africans were upbeat. They're all doing very well. They're living in a community full of Afghans and Congolese and Pakistanis and people from all over the world. You see them walking by all the time. The whole complex, multi-apartment building complex, is all refugees. That's suspicious. Why is it only, and when the kid goes to school, one of the kids, and they told me the address, oh yeah, that's a refugee village. There's such a thing as a refugee village. Why are they sticking all these people in one place? Now you could say it's because it's inexpensive. No, these people paid $1,600, $1,700 for a small apartment. I can find an apartment in nicer housing areas just a few miles from there for the same price or cheaper. So either there's lazy case, and by the way, it's multiple agencies. So either they're lazy case officers from these agencies, or something's going on under the table. Bakshish. Yeah. The rent's really just $1,200, but we'll charge them $1,600 and we'll split the other $400. Maybe. I don't know. But it warrants investigation, don't you think? Don't you think it warrants investigation, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, you can change it, Otopi. If you signed a lease under duress, that's not a legally binding document. When we find you a pro bono attorney, he'll say this is bullshit and get it thrown out. So one of the residents has a job that's outside the district. It's an hour and 45 minutes on the train to get to the place. That's far away. It's like freaking people commuting into Joburg back in the 70s when it was white and no black people at night. So an hour and 45 minutes to get, and they're outside the district, outside the metropolitan area. Their lease says if they get a job outside the metropolitan area, they're able to break their lease, but they have to pay $600, which is pretty good because a lot of places make you charge 2 months, right? That'd be $3,200, or they take your security deposit. There wasn't one for that. So when that person went to the front office and asked the leasing agent about breaking lease, they said, well, you can't. She said, why? Because there's 2 other people in your apartment. They're on your lease. She says, no, they're not. Here's my lease. And I said, go back to them and show them, this is your lease. There's your name. You haven't signed any other lease. There's no other occupants on there. Show me the other occupants. If they pull a document, say that's not legally binding. Those people didn't come in the apartment with me. I didn't authorize them to be there. You put people in my apartment without my consent. That's not even legal. let me out of my lease, cancel it. And by the way, you should waive the $600 because what you did. Anyway, I didn't tell her to do that, but she should do it. Yep. Well, in Dallas, it was a complex full of refugees too. It doesn't mean there's fingers in the pie, but maybe there are. But they're certainly lazy. I mean, I told you about a case officer up here in Pennsylvania who went and negotiated a room rate so the refugees wouldn't drain their money out in a brand new hotel that gives you a whole apartment. It's a Residence Inn with a kitchenette, you know, a living room and a bedroom and all that stuff for 40% of the rack rate. 40% of the rack rate. It's even better than I can get as a member of the Marriott chain. I can't even get deals that good. Something fishy going on here. But they're all upbeat. They're all friendly. They're all pretty happy to see me. So I will make a photo available at some point. I haven't had a chance to look at them. I just literally got back, as I said, a short while ago. Yep. Emil said you'd be 100 miles from your once-way ride. Well, 100 miles, which direction? 100 miles south is Maryland. 100 miles west is still PA. 100 miles north is still PA. 100 miles east is still PA. Anyway, so that's what's going on, folks. And all the places we can work is outside our area. It takes like 2 hours via public transport just work. Well, then, I don't know what your lease says, but this lease for these people specifically said Section 37, Paragraph 37, that if you have a job outside the DC metro area, you can break your lease because they can't make you stay there. So, yeah. Well, but what would be done about them? Would they get taken off the case or just get disciplined? Well, I can tell you this much, Vodka Bottle. 3 case officers, to my knowledge, and maybe more, have been sacked because of my intervention in Austin, Texas, in Rochester, New York, and in Virginia. So that's just me intervening with the agencies. Imagine what the people that sign their paychecks from the U.S. government will do with their contracts if they don't start sacking these people or training them. No, a lot of people are not doing this, Shireen, because they care about people. It's a paycheck. That's all it is. And that's fine. But if it's a paycheck and that's all, to still do your job. I mean, the guy I'm talking about in Harrisburg is going above and beyond. Day one, South African refugees are here. He got someone that knows South Africa to come make them feel welcome, me. And they know me. They were all excited. They were going to take a photo with Cruz. They were excited with the colonel. And so they felt very comfortable having met me. And I took them around, showed them BJ's and Costco, and showed them where all the crappy stores were and all the good stores, and then took them back to their hotel exhausted. But day one, medical schedule, Social Security appointments, bank account open, and in a hotel at 40% of the rack rate till they find a place. He already has a job, which he got on his own before he got here. That is a refugee case officer who doesn't just get a salary, who cares about what he's doing. Had a file. Open the file up. I-94. Medical forms from South Africa. Screening paperwork here. Social Security paperwork. List of apartment buildings, complexes. That's how it needs to be done. We need some advice on the caseworker here in South Carolina. Well, I mean, that's not helpful, Crystal Smith. What does that mean? You're welcome, Vodka Model. If you know where you're going, can you find your own place and ask for assistance with the lease? You should be able to, Pat Meister. You may get a case officer says no, but that's BS. They can't make you stay in a place. They can't make you sign a lease, but they're getting away with it all over the place. They cannot. And I'm telling you that now. They cannot make you sign a lease. And they cannot blackball you. If they say blackball you, they're going to be in trouble. Number one, they're going to be in trouble with the Office of Refugee Resettlement. Number two, they're likely going to be in violation of a state law somewhere. Renters have rights. States have Renters' Bill of Rights. Many states do. You have rights. You can't be forced. Here's the other thing. None of the people got an inspection of the place they're living in. None of them were taken through and shown anything. They were just taken to a house and dumped in it. No. No, 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 no. You must have an inspection. So if something's damaged or broken, it gets annotated so you don't get billed for it. This is not how it's supposed to be done. Unintended mistakes, one thing. Intentional mismanagement, another. They're working with people. Well, they're screwing with people's lives, Meerkat. Flight's not canceled. Moving to Airbnb on the 30th. Okay, Purple Train, Turtle Tamer. Okay. I live in Maryland. I'm catching up on vid, but I feel terrible for anyone sent here. There's nothing wrong with Maryland, Sami. Lots of high-paying jobs, tons of cultural sites. You're just a couple hours from the ocean. You're within an hour of the freaking Chesapeake Bay. Great seafood, great culture, great language, great things to do, lots of high-paying jobs. PG County, or Montgomery, I think it's PG, in Maryland has the highest percentage of PhDs in the country. 38% of the population has a PhD, which means that over 50% of the adults, or about 50%, have a PhD. Now, can you imagine? That's not 50% who are college graduates. That's with doctorates. Very wealthy. Very wealthy. Shireen says, thank you for your hard work. Hey, Shireen, how's Syracuse? Thank you again for coming all the way out to see us. Finally, we got to meet you in person. Faith, all right, good to see you there. It was my pleasure. I just got back 30 minutes ago. No, an hour ago, excuse me. It was 10:30. I got back an hour ago. Yep. No, people can ask their questions now, Lou. They can ask their questions. I've covered it. I've covered most of what I need to cover for the Maryland visit. Apple and Oshkosh refugee families needs urgent help. All world relief cases. Well, tennis, I can't do anything with that. I need information. Faith, I stopped at McDonald's in Urbana on the way back. It's easy, it's quick, but oh my goodness, boy, stuff never. They just keep building out everything. Urbana, I haven't stopped there in a few months. Now there's a freaking Chipotle and the whole, shopping thing on one side of the road, which was all just forest and a field a few months ago. And the other side is a big petrol station. It's all being urbanized there. It's just, I'm like, ugh. So, I'm like, am I in the right exit here? You turn, you got a sharp turn, you make a left turn, you go on the side road, you drive, then there's a roundabout. Almost like I couldn't believe I was at. And then I found the roundabout. And now what they did is it's gotten so busy there that the McDonald's, I used to go through the Starbucks parking lot. Well, parking lot here, and then the drive by the Starbucks, and don't turn into it, but go straight and drive right into McDonald's. I tried to drive in tonight, and it says no entry. They put a little curb barrier up there. They've had so much traffic now that they make the other side of the building the only entry, and this way the outway. So some guy was coming at me, and other guys stopped to try to turn in the way I was going. I decided to whip around. Anyway, out of control. The development's out of control. Sent me an email today. Well, tennis, I'll get to it as soon as I can. When are we seeing Lincoln, Nebraska? Well, Bjorn, that's a good question. I'm not sure when I'll be in Nebraska. Maybe if I get to South Dakota, which, that's right. Shoot. I need to do that for that guy. Oh, man. Okay. Shoot. Okay, yeah. How many South Africans know the Pledge of Allegiance? I don't know Me by the Sea. How many Americans know it? A lot of Americans don't know the anthem, and plenty of them don't know the Pledge of Allegiance. Where am I visiting next? Vegas, baby! Las Vegas. I'm off to Vegas on Friday. Yep, it's Sunday today. Friday, I fly to Las Vegas, assuming that the TSA officers are actually working and I can get through security at the airport and fly there. Shouldn't be a problem in Harrisburg, small airport. Coming back, I've got 6 hours after I turn my car in before I fly. So I'll turn my car in early, spend the time at the airport, get through security. Hopefully no long line, but there'll probably be a long line at McCarran in Las Vegas. It's one of the bigger airports. So yeah, so I'm ready for that. But yeah, no, I'll be in Vegas from 27, 8, 9, 30, and 31. I come back. 5 days, not the full days, 3 full days and evening and daytime. So 4 days in total, but 5 calendar days. Vegas, baby. So, Alabama, Idaho, Texas, New York, Pennsylvania, Maryland. 6 states I've been to visit refugees. Next up, Las Vegas. Nobody in the world is doing what I'm doing. But I couldn't do it if people didn't want to see me, so I'm grateful that people want to see me where I arrive. I don't know about Nebraska. It may be a while. That is a long way from here. There's a problem with the caseworker. Who are we allowed to contact Myrtle Beach? I would contact their office, their supervisor. If that doesn't get you anywhere, then look up the agency and call the agency. I do have a email that they sent me, or they're going to send me. I got to find where it's at, but I'll make that available for folks. Also, I need to send this really quickly here. So, okay, let me see if I can find this. Come on. Come on. What's... Oh, stupid thing. Okay. Okay, I've got to send something to somebody here very quickly here. So give me a second here. Let's do this. There we go. I can't remember this lady's name for the life of me. All right, so hopefully she'll get that to me and then I can send it to them. I promise to get it to them. I had to postpone a work start date as we have more than a month only going for medicals tomorrow. I don't know what the operation is for, and I didn't know you weren't working. I thought you were already working, Max. I'm a little confused. Book my ticket and accommodation for the Springboks game in September. Oh, you'll see me there, Shireen. You will see me. Boy, you know, you probably got a better ticket than I did. Shireen, I'll be staying in the Inner Harbor. Not the hotel I usually stay at because the Hilton was booked up because the teams are there and I couldn't get a room months in advance. They didn't even announce the date. So I usually stay in the Hilton, which is a short walk. It's right across the street from the Oriole Park and then from there. But I'll be on the other side of the harbor. So that's going to be a bit of a hike with my hip, but I'll do it. And we're going to have a meet and greet on that day. Earlier in the day, we'll have a meet and greet. And then the Bry Army is going to be there. So going to link up with those guys. It ought to be a lot of fun. So cool. Everybody who's going to the Springbok game was a South African. I invite you to hang out with me on that day. It's going to be epic. You guys are welcome to hang out. So I really look forward to it. That's going to be an amazing day. I hope in the Inner Harbor, Baltimore, Raven Stadium will be sold out. I know the Bry Army bought 600 tickets. So it's going to be amazing. Bjorn says, say the best. I've been to Lincoln, Nebraska, dude. It's not the best. It's all right. It's a nice town, but it's not the best. Yeah, so how am I, says Cara Hart. Hey, Cara, where the hell have you been? What's up with Willem? I haven't seen him. Is he doing okay? How are you guys doing? How are the kids doing? What's up? What's the word? What's the word, Bird? Cara, I'm okay. I'm just tired. It's a lot to take on. And I get a lot of abuse heaped on me. So for the Maryland refugees, I played an audio file where somebody called me something really nasty today. So they got to hear it. North Dakota, Grand Forks. Me by the sea, that's a ways off that trip. I've already been to Idaho. I mean, you guys are living in places where flying there costs, a kidney and, 3 ounces of semen for a sperm bank. That's, they charge a lot to go to those places. They're not exactly the main routes. So the trip to Florida had to be postponed because I couldn't get a ticket on short notice. That's not entirely accurate, Samami. That's not entirely accurate. There are middle-class people in Maryland who are making less than the Beltway Bandits are making. The Beltway Bandits make a ton of money. Yep. Anyway. Well, thanks to the 220 people who rocked up for this stream tonight. Wasn't expecting that. Some of you just came recently. We thank you. Just been working our buttons. Oh, okay. Phil will message you if you message for me. The kids are also well. Okay, thanks, Cara. There's my friends out there, folks. Dare I say that, my friends in Idaho. They are lovely, wonderful people. First thing they bought, an American flag. Wonderful people. There he is. I'm here. Wasn't the last couple. Okay, I didn't see you there. Okay, have airplane ticket prices dramatically increased for local flights. Airline tickets have increased everywhere. So let me just go look and see what it'll cost me now to get a flight to Las Vegas for Friday. Okay, let me try Skyscanner. Let's go for MDT to McCarran. From MDT, Harrisburg International, to Las Vegas, baby. It's going to be McCarran Air Force Base. Well, it's Harry Reid now. That's stupid. It's okay. Depart the 27th. And return on the 31st. Okay, one adult, economy. Let's see what comes up on prices, if there's even any seats. Okay, I paid. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Wait, okay, there's no way that one. That's too good a deal. That's too good a deal. $479 with United. That's too good a deal. But that's nothing. That's no bag. That's no oxygen. Yeah, once you select that. Yeah, the other flights, 1,200. Yeah. Yeah, they're starting at 1,200. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, the prices will come back down once they drop the fuel surcharge. Well, Cara, it would be great, but I mean that's going to cost you a fortune to fly to Baltimore. I mean, that's not exactly on the beaten path. Yep. Yeah, so you guys still getting help from your FD agency occasionally? Because, when I talked to the refugee agency in Harrisburg, they were talking that they provide support for 5 years. I said, well, that's how it's supposed to be. Not financial support, but support. You got questions, you need help, you need a place to chill out, cultural questions, you need some language classes, you need help with your resume, information on food banks, libraries, stuff like that. That's what they're there for. They get paid, they get money for that. But we got people telling these cases saying, well, we're writing you off. We're done with you after a month or 3 weeks. That's nonsense. Those bastards are getting paid for your case over the next several years. This is nonsense. They just hand you off. That is not how it's supposed to work. And I talked to ORR about that on Friday as well. Yep, I talked to them about that on Friday as well. See, this works out pretty well for Cara and for Willem because they're on Mountain Time, which I'll be on Friday night when I get there in Vegas. It's only 9:46 there. Still early for them. Yep, it will. Have to skip this time. Yeah, it's going to cost you a fortune to fly out here. Yeah. So I was actually surprised how cheap my flight was, probably because CakeNet can manage. They're a big corporation. They can manage to get some corporate prices. I mean, I had to pay for my bag to go out there, but it's $35 each way, so it cost me $70. And I pay for my rental car, but I got a really nice SUV. They give me a really nice SUV at the rental place. Yep. Yeah, 5 years. That's what you're supposed to get. It'll help you 5 years of support. In fact, these guys say they stay with refugees until they become American citizens. So not everybody becomes a citizen with after those 5 years, so they stick with them. But that's their choice. This is an agency founded by someone that really cares. Buster, what about Maryland? You're 43 minutes late. What's your question about Maryland? Already covered it. Do you have a question about Maryland? Ask it. Just don't put a question mark up there. Yep, 5 year support. That's what refugees are supposed to get. That's what you're supposed to get. And this BS that they're handing you off after 30 days or 6 weeks is nonsense. That's nonsense. That is not how it's supposed to work. Debbie Ackerman, I have no idea. If your husband's safe to travel, it shouldn't be an issue. We're totally off the books when we hear after the fact the free training they arrange for FDs at CSI. Yeah, no, they still do that. I mean, so you should check into it and see if there's anything you need there. Expats, do not see my two previous chats. No, I guess not, since I haven't mentioned your name once, have I? Do you think I just skipped it? Oh, man. Oh, damn. Oh. High frequency. Woo. Woo, high frequency. That hurt. I have hundreds of emails that say help, expat. Let me see your messages. Oh, there it is. Could you please, I sent an email a day ago with the topic. I need your opinion on it urgent. It was my second email, the topic. Yeah, expats pen, I'll try to get to it, but I mean, I haven't been home. And when I was home, I was working. I haven't had time to check my mail. I'll get to it as quick as I can. No, Debbie, I don't know. I mean, as long as your husband's safe to travel, it shouldn't be an issue. Oh, Topi, he's in Twin Falls. That's who I wrote the song, Twin Falls Delight. Just for those guys. Just for those guys, for Willem and Cara. That was my tribute song to them. You guys don't know that song? Oh, come on. Twin Falls Delight. Where the sky's so bright. This is for Willem and Cara. Yeah, they can assist you up 5 years. That's the intent.
The sun wakes up in a golden sprawl over fields of wheat so proud, so tall. Morning whispers, rivers hum their tune. A land where hearts can bloom. The mountains stand like ancient friends, the kind of peace that never ends. Oh, Twin Falls delight, where the skies shine bright, a Rocky Mountain high, starry night, friendly faces, open doors, a place to dream, a place that's yours. Main streets alive, laughter fills the air, dreams right on the breeze without a care. The Snake River dances under the light, a sight that takes your soul to flight. Here roots grow deep and spirits soar, a little heaven forevermore. Twin Falls delight, where the skies shine bright, a Rocky Mountain high, a starry night, friendly faces, open doors, a place to dream, a place that's yours. Oh, Twin Falls delight, where the skies shine bright, a Rocky Mountain high, a starry night, friendly faces, open doors, a place to dream, a place that's yours.
Twin Falls Delight, inspired by the Hatzenberg family. What do you say, Pikachu? That's a grade A song. Pikachu loves it. Pikachu loves Twin Falls Delight. We got Alabama Heat too. That, of course, is for the Langton family. Excuse me. Ugh. An amazing time with you. Enjoyed our visit at the falls as well. That was pretty cool. Cara and I went to the falls. That was nice. Caseworker was an interpreter for U.S. Army in Iraq. The whole agency in Nashville, incredible people, super helpful. That's great to hear, Chippy. This weekend, I'm no longer South African, says me by the sea. That's why he said so long, South Africa. Vodka sent me a WhatsApp regarding passports and applications last Wednesday and Thursday. I don't do passports and applications. It's a South African thing. It's home affairs. You have to have a passport in order to come over. If you don't have a passport, they won't let you out of South Africa. I'm not sure what application you're talking about. Tank Davis. I know Storm Davis. I don't know Tank Davis. Doctor said they want to put medical doctor on flight for my husband. It can be a risk. We must see cardiologist because we are state patients. We're on a waiting list. Oh, well. Yeah, Debbie, that may not matter. There may be physicians that go along with refugees. I don't know. That's something the refugee program probably is equipped to deal with. All right? So, I mean, they take people who are paralyzed on flights. They take people, I mean, you're a refugee. They're not going to leave you to be murdered and raped in the Congo because you have a heart condition. If the medicals were determined by your medical treatment for the application to come over here, then they're going to know about it and they're going to decide what to do. When I imagine they may even have a physician on the flight. I don't know. I'm just saying it may be the case. You don't strike me as a gambling man. What are you doing in Vegas other than helping refugees? Any time for fun? Yeah, I can't walk like I used to. I used to walk up and down the strip, go to comedy shows, watch people gamble, go to the hockey games. I can't really walk very far or at the pace I normally walk now. So I mean, I can chase a mugger down, but I'm not going to run very far. I used to be able to run, 5-10 miles. I can sprint, but I can't do that anymore because of my hip. I'll be going to 2 hockey games, Friday night, Monday night. So the night I arrive, the night I leave. or the night before I leave, excuse me. And so I'll be going to 2 hockey games, Vegas Golden Knights at the T-Mobile Arena. But other than that, I'll be visiting refugees. I've been to Vegas. There's no rugby going on, so I'm not going there for rugby. I don't gamble, and you're right. I don't strike you as a gambling man. I'm not a gambling man. I don't gamble. Although I might play the 50-50 at the Vegas. Last time I was there, it was $48,000. Why not buy a ticket, Anyway, so, yeah, I'm going to visit refugees. And I'm spent a crap load of money on it, too. My flight was $1,000. My hotel is going to be another $500. My rental car is another $500. That's $2,000 I haven't even got on the plane yet. Thank you, Will. Yeah, I really enjoyed visiting Twin Falls. It was pretty cool. Urgent tentative flight details. Okay, so expats pen. All right, I'll go look. Okay. The only message I have from you is dated 18 December. I have something from you dated 18 December. That's it. Unless you've changed your name. That's it. The last thing I have. Expats pen. Not 2 messages from past week. Yeah, that's my song. All the music I play on my channels now is my song. I don't even play Giselle anymore. SAS Amatol's in China. I'm surprised it could sail that far. Heidi, thank you for 140 Rand. Clouds are gathering. Sent 2 in the past week. I don't know who you sent it to. Nope. I'll type it again. Nope. The expats pen that I have listed here, name begins with an A. I'll leave it at that. I have 1 message from 18 December. Nothing in the past week. No, I didn't watch golf. I don't have time for that. I have no time for that. Your refugees pay for only the first flight on Saturday night. No, the whole thing, Vulcanera. Your whole thing is paid for. What do you mean? What don't you understand? Okay, look. There's not the first part. There's a flight. You have travel. They pay for your travel. It's not free. No one's buying your ticket here. You're paying. You're signing a promissory note. It's all part of your travel. We get you from point A to point B. We don't just like dump you here. Now you have to get no. You pay for the whole thing. It's all one ticket. It's all one ticket. Just the way they're doing it's stupid because they fly you to the States, don't tell you, your connecting flight to get here. That's asinine. Good night, Francois. Oh, you're a lock. Okay, cool. Charles says, flying tomorrow, I don't want to start my life in the USA with a fight. What fight are you getting in, Charles? Who are you getting in a fight with? Expats Pen supposed to fly tomorrow. Well, Expats Pen, there's nothing here. Where are you sending it? You're not sending it to the Gmail account. You had it right before. So I looked. I don't see anything there. No, I didn't watch the golf, and I don't watch golf anymore anyway, so. It sounds like several of you are flying tomorrow, so you won't be on my show tomorrow night. Mexican cola, yeah, good stuff. Yeah, just another girl said they told us at medicals if you need a doctor on flight, they arrange that. I don't understand why they didn't tell you that, Debbie Ackerman. Why they didn't tell you that. Because that's what my expectation is. What did Will pray about? What's going on? I'm missing something there. John Oberholzer, what's going on, man? Yeah, I saw Bryson win. I really don't care. It's about as exciting as Formula One. Veroshka, take care. Drive safely to work. Oh, you put a fireman off. Woo, Cara. Damn. I hope it's not a dairy farm. I know what you'll be doing every morning. Yeah, and evening. Yeah, Keith, I can play Giselle every now and then, but then I have to go delete it after the fact. You're paying for United flight from Newark to Cape. No, you're not. 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 You can't do that. They arrange your travel, and you sign a promissory note. How are you paying for a flight? You can't do that. Hey, Shireen, good night. You can call me tomorrow at lunchtime, but I'm not going to answer. I'm at the War College. I can't take phones in that place. I'm in a secure facility. I can't take phones in there. So you can call me, but I'm not going to answer. And besides, if I get out at lunchtime, I'll be doing my news broadcast. Yeah, Vanna Kruger, I thought it was a pretty darn good interview too. Broiler farming. Okay, there you go. There you go. Well, that sounds like a plan. No, I said it's about as exciting as Formula One. They're both like watching paint dry. Okay, vroom, there goes a car. Vroom, there goes another car. Vroom, there goes another car. Nothing's changing. Oh, he's at Chobani now, so he's no longer with his employer. Did you have to give back the car, Willem? Buster, I didn't say it was exciting, not as exciting. I said neither one of them exciting. I don't know that Expat Pen's thing has moved fast. Expat Pen, send me an email right now to whatever you're sending it to. And put, oh, there it is. Aha! I just got it. You just sent it to me. You just sent it to me. Call if I want to change my parts of the control. Okay. Well, I don't know what to tell you on that one. Expat Pen. I would go and I would take the email saying you had it. And if they cocked up, then they need to find you a place to stay and get you on the next flight. That'd be my approach, unless it's like 900 kilometers, I would go, if I had a way to get to the location, I would get there, Expats Pen, and have print email. What do you mean you don't have me? This is what you sent me. You said here, this is the dates. I answered your questions. I mean, it's up to you. I mean, I don't know what to tell you beyond that. He had to, but we really don't need it. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I knew you had the other one, so yeah. Yeah, Expats Pen. I mean, don't get mad at me if it doesn't work out. I'm just saying that's what I would do. I mean, they're screwing up so many things here. It's annoying. How things transpired. You can read it later. It was all fine, but I'm annoyed, but still positive. Won't complain. All right, Mad Max. Okay. Sounds like several people. The promissory note also says after 6 months. Yeah, okay, so that's why I'm saying someone's not paying for their flight. That doesn't make any sense. You're signing a promissory note. It's a loan. It's an interest-free loan. It's a gift. You don't have to pay back for 6 months. The expectation is that within 6 months, you're established, you're working. Pay it back when they ask. If you don't have a job, you can't afford to pay it back, your family's too large, you have too many demands, then you can ask for them to reschedule it or to lower the amount. It's so easy. It's a non-starter. Not even an issue. Not even an issue. Broiler farming, that's cool. T-Publican, I'm doing okay. Colin Firstbrook, I have lots of secret admirers. So let me tell you, I have people that are actually in love with me. 2 of them. I'll tell you 2. 2 that absolutely love me. They have secret affection for me. They're just dying to get in my shorts. You know who they are? It's a man and a woman. The Sunnyside detective, she's just craving me. She's got to have some of this. Got to have some of it. And then, of course, that Sloat Steenkamp guy, whatever his name is there. That dude, he's just, that gay dude, he's just really into me. I don't know what, maybe it's the magnetism. I don't know. Maybe it's when I do that Luther Vandross voice. I talk about Luther Vandross, and then they get all excited. Yeah, little Luther Vandross. Yeah, I know they both in love with me, man. They desperately want to date me. Yeah, they desperately want to date me, man. Yeah, let's get it on. Yeah. We'll get on Marvin Gaye. Sexual healing. Let's make love tonight. Yeah. It's the beard, man. Yeah. It's the beard. Yeah. Let's get it on. Last year, I bet they were waiting for flights to Twin Falls. What do you mean last year, Cara? Come on. Don't be like the other FGs. You're part of 59ers. You guys are sane. Not like these people that wait a few months and they lose their minds. When last year? December? July? Jana Reno. She's dead, man. Awesome. Can't wait for the interview. Okay. Dala is in California for a holiday this week. She went with a group of college. Oh, that's cool. Wow. Morning, sir. It's because you talk foreign. I do. I talk deliciously. I talk deliciously in English. That's what I do. That's what I do. I do. I do. No, not do. I do. Not do. I do. All right. Let's listen to the song again, okay? We'll play the second one. That was a really good song. I like that one. So this is my song about the cultural genocide of Afrikaans. Reggae nights come together when the feeling's right. Reggae nights. We come together when the feeling's right. Reggae nights, oh yeah, reggae!
In 1994 we rise up in the sun, walking side by side till the battle just begun. My diva lead the way with a vision so clear. Unity the anthem, hope replacing fear. From the townships to the cities, hear the people sing. Freedom in the air like a new day spring. Black, white, brown, every voice in the choir. Marching hand in hand, lift the nation higher. One love, one heart, that was the plan. Build a better future for every woman and man. But somewhere down the road a fire turned cold. Now the story gets heavy, truth must be told. Along the way, shadows started creeping in. Oh, ghosts of division stirring up the wind. Voices full of anger, hearts full of blame, pointing fingers hard, playing power games. Promises got twisted, justice lost its way. Truth got buried deeper with every passing day. Youth of the nation feel the pressure and the strain. Born free generation, carrying the pain. Born free generation, carrying the pain, yeah. One love, one heart, that was the call. Now we see the cracks start to form in the wall. If we don't stand strong, if we don't unite, we gon' lose the vision in the dead of the night.
I love the horns. Good horn section. Reggae nights. Here come the lyrics once again. It's all about Madiba here. Here we go.
Yeah, Mandela voice echo say work as one. No matter where you're from or the color you come. But decades later still we fight the same fight. Truth in the shadow, hidden from the light. Culture get erased in the name of change. History written, rearranged and strange. Language under pressure, identity denied. People feel forgotten, dignity pushed aside. Can't build a nation by tearing one down. Can't heal the land if you silence a sound. Every root matters in the soul we share. Justice ain't justice if it isn't fair. Schools and the streets feel the shift in the tone. Communities fractured, hearts turn to stone. Say it's for the future, say it's for the past, but division and resentment only ever last. We need reconciliation, not selective truth. Not another cycle stealing hope from the youth. If we forget the dream that once made us stand, we risk losing everything we build with our hands. Oh, one love, one heart, bring it back again. Yeah, let the healing start where the hatred ends. No more destruction in unity's name. We all got a place in this African flame.
you go. Stayed in Harrisburg area for 9 years. Got tons of friends there. Don't know the Colonel at all besides you on YouTube. I wasn't in Harrisburg unless you've been here in the last decade. Step Bro said we collect ticket at drop-off in Joburg. You shouldn't be sharing things like that in here. That's not appropriate to be sharing in chat. Why do people keep releasing details about the process? That's not helpful. Okay? Remove. Do not be discussing those things. Okay, more discussion here. I'm going to start giving people timeouts if you're going to sit here and insist explain the process. Stop putting people's lives at risk. Stop putting people's lives at risk. There's no need for that. Just be happy you're leaving. There's people sitting here who've been waiting a long time. They're probably very groused right now. "70 years old. What the hell are you talking about, Colin Firstbrook? You need a PK, buddy. 70 years old. You're smoking crack cocaine, buddy. Not even remotely that age. Even with my gray beard, I don't look that old. You're killing yourself here, man. You're killing yourself." Oh, your husband died in Harrisburg. Well, unfortunately, a lot of people die in Harrisburg. Etienne Ferreira, what are you talking about? 11-page question. Are you talking about the intake questionnaire? Once you've done it, did you just do it, dude? Are you just tuning in 13 months after this program began? You do the intake questionnaire, you wait. Move on with your life. Continue doing whatever work you have. If you have a job, continue paying your rent, continue your kids in school. And if they call you, then you go where they tell you, when they tell you, and do what they tell you, and then things should go smoothly and you'll be here. Hey, Neff, what's going on, man? Ron, you create a refugee program. Why would they want a refugee program? Your Uber driver is a veteran and they are brainwashed by the left. Well, then they're not a very smart veteran. Finish a 12-hour shift in 7 days. I want some of what you're on. Love the energy. Yeah, well, I'm not on anything. I'm just high on life, man. Villamine. It's I can't play songs that are going to give me a copyright strike, guys. That's why I produce my own music. Okay. No, expat pen is not in the States already. Hey, Ronell, what's going on? Oh, because I talk foreign. That's why they want me so badly. Yeah, white, gray. Well, and look at this. You see this? No, this has been lifelong because I had such a powerful brain. It pushed out here, and I got those. Those have always been there. Those little wrinkles right there, always been there. But do you see crow's feet here? No, you don't see crow's feet. You see saggy skin? You see waddle here? No. That's grade A beef, man. That's some of the Chuck Norris beef right there, man. See any sagging here? No. Dude, 70 years old? Please, spare me. You're smoking something there. You shouldn't be smoking. Ianho, Iran, you can't handle 375,000 Afrikaners. It's a desert. They'd starve. High life is the best thing to have, and not going to lie, you've made me do more of it, Chris, sometimes while listening to your news, while I'm doing things, your songs, come on, I just dance. There you go. Silver bullet. Thank you, Colin. High on Maryland energy. Evening, Colonel. First time your live stream. Wow, the Black Rabbit. Hopefully we can go to the USA this year. Unfortunately, only apply in July. We're in China and can't find a job. Well, you can't apply from China. I'm not sure what you did there, Black Rabbit. No one can apply from China. If you sent in a statement of interest in July and you've not done the intake questionnaire since then you're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. Everyone who was not contacted with the PRM and or the statement of interest is required to do an intake questionnaire. Now, if you've done that previously, that doesn't mean you go to the back of the queue. It just means that they'll reference what you did before. But all those things are on hold. The statement of interest, the American Chamber of Commerce, South African Chamber of Commerce, that stuff's on hold. It's sitting there. You have to do an intake questionnaire. If you haven't done it in November, and if you're in China, I don't know how you did it unless you were in South Africa when you did it. You're not eligible unless you're in South Africa. So this is not an immigration program. You don't just get to come here from China or from Ireland or from New Zealand or from Australia. You have to be in South Africa. Okay, if you're going back to South Africa, okay, there you go. All right, Black Rabbit, but you better have done an intake questionnaire or you're not going to go anywhere. I'll tell you that right now. Where will 45 million Iranians go? Back to Iran. And Vodka Model says, watching Night Owls always makes the day better. Jacob, another person like, wow. What about all my longtime viewers here that have been waiting forever, man? I don't hear them on here saying they're going anywhere. My beard goes white like yours, Chris. Can we be Santa twins? Me by the sea. I don't know, maybe. Okay. Final review sorted and rescheduled, so we're excited to get it done. Hey, Natasha, what's going on? And Patches says, there's 20 families from Irania that have applied to come to America in the refugee program. Yeah, have you been to Irania? It's in the middle of freaking nowhere, man. Someone just informed me that my case has just undergone an upgrade. Has changed the way it used to look. Well, okay, Alan. When you're here, then I'll be excited. Until then, I'm not getting too excited. Currently, refugee interview yesterday was good. Thank you for that. Oh, good. I thought it was brilliant. Understood. We followed your videos. We got so much information. Thank you. You're welcome, Black Rabbit. Thank you for tuning in. Holden says, I think Germany. Yeah, the Iranians going to Germany? I hope not. That's a bit crazy. Wow. All right. So, yeah, Yabo. Where are we at here? Let me see something here very quickly. Yeah, Lament to the Seven Seas. 87 missed calls. Milan Gold. Oh, let's do that. I'm going to play that. That's kind of cheeky. Jan. Let's see if I can find this. There you go. Here we go. That's not what I want. Here we go. Here we go. This one's fun. This is a fun song. Jankarte für die Tomkarte.
Vir 300 jaar was hy die enigste naam. Die ou in die hoed wat al die skuld geneem het. Arme ou Jan met sy Nederlandse oosvloot. Westig winkel op 'n straat in Kaapstad. Die ANC het 'n gunsteling reël gehad. As dinge verkeerd loop is dit 'n Jan gemaakte ontwerp. Van die Unie trek tot die wenners parade. Elke enkele skuld was 'n prys wat Jan betaal het. Voorkoor. O, die geskiedenisboeke kry rus. Ons het 'n nuwe ou gevind om op die proef te stel. Sit die portret weg. Bære die ou veerpin. Daar is 'n splinternuwe skat vir die politieke wetsontwerp. Koor, ons verruil die Jankaart vir 'n Trumpkaart. Dis die blinknuwe manier om die blamstil hard te speel. Gaan die krag uit, is die pad vol gate. Moenie na die begroting of die kieserspeilings kyk nie. Draai net daar die kaart om, sien die goue hare. Die dom is die rede vir die slytasie. Ja, ons verruil vandag die Jankaart vir 'n Trumpkaart. Die infrastruktuur verkrummel. Die krane loop leeg. Maar moenie vra hoe en moenie vra hoekom nie. Vergeet die jare van dieselfde ou groep. Die oranje man en Daisy kom vir jou. Ongelykheid styg tussen Mar-a-Lago komplot. Hy is so gemeen en boos, glo dit of nie. Die oorspronklike gangster is uit-ideer, want Jan van Riebeeck is nie meer moordnieuws nie. Brug is die nuwe sondeboek. Die vars allebei. Wanneer die beloftes in 'n leuen verander, koers sluit aan. Amerika is gemeen, die wêreld is so koud. Dis die beste storie wat nog ooit vertel is. nou alles sy skuld, elke liewe bietjie daarvan. Kyk na die kaart, baba.
Laaste vonkel in die sentklokkie.
Die trumkaart. Yeah. Yeah, the song was born of night owls. A lot of them are born of night owls. All right, guys, it is after midnight. Almost 12:30. I've still got a little sandwich I bought at McDonald's I need to eat before I go to bed. You lay down, chill out, get some rest, and get up early, and it's going to be a long day. Now, my broadcast schedule for this week will be awkward. There'll be some shorts. There'll be some live streams that are done at the Army War College on my breaks. So just stay tuned for the news. I'll get to it when I can. I'll try to do it around noon every day, which is 6 p.m. South African time, but no guarantee. If I'm in the middle of something, I can't get breakaway, I won't do it. But I'll do my best. All right, so that's the plan for this week. Don't forget, Friday, I'm flying to Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. That's right. Yep. All right, so, all right. Thank you to all the folks I met in Maryland tonight. It was a pleasure meeting you. I'll do my best to share your concerns with the Officer Refugee Resettlement. What I can say is that what I heard, some of it was disturbing. Not from the South Africans, but what was happening with the South Africans. And finding it far too often where people are being forced into signing leases that they don't want, doing it under duress, and that needs to stop. All right? Oh, my goodness. Baba Tokoloji, you just want to be blocked, don't you? You just want to be blocked. You're so desperate. You're so desperate. Baba Chocolate, your buddy, I hope you pay 100 Rand a liter for petrol. You. Nobody else, just you. 100 Rand for petrol. All right. I'll try, Mad Max, okay? All right, Debbie Ackerman, you guys take care. I hope your husband's heart gets sorted. And, all right, you guys take care. Thanks for being here. Be sure to hit the like button. Do we have any likes on this thing? 205. That's not too bad. There's some of you here that haven't done it yet. Hit the like button. Hey, Amazing Yacht Destinations, welcome from Thailand. And good night to everybody. God bless. Thanks for tuning in. And it's always a distinct pleasure. I highly recommend you go back and watch today's interview with the Duprier family. I think you'll find it fascinating, okay? If I had 3 more hours tonight, I would make shorts out of that video, but I don't, so it's going to have to wait till tomorrow night. Anyway, God bless and have a good night. And by the way, the Veterans event, we had bingo today. First time we've had it in like 7 or 8 years. It went very well. We had at least 50 people come to test it and see how it went, and they loved it. It was very good. We actually made a little bit of money for the club today, so thank you all. All right, cheers, everybody. Take care. God bless.